Good morning, fellow campers and outside lovers. Nature lovers, I guess I could say. Put on my hat here. Today, I've got my little 505 buck here. Let me tell you, yesterday, it's a little small knives like this I used to clean your nails or whatever with. That right there is perfect size for that. Like I said, actually, these little lock blades like this right here, I like the bigger ones. That's always my favorite knives, you know. Like the, but I love these little ones too. So if we need a knife today, that's what we're going to be using. It's kind of windy out here today, so I put our windbreaks up. Right before I started this video, a little thundercloud came up, and man, it was blowing like crazy. So I got our windbreaks out here that we made, and we're going to use them this morning. All righty. How y'all like this wild outfit I got on? That son of mine here a couple years ago took my wife on vacation for Christmas it was a cruise to Mexico. And I bought this shirt to take with me. And while I was over, I bought this hat. And with this heat the way it is, I feel like I'm on the beach in Mexico. So, boy, that breeze is going to be kind of nice, but just don't overdo it this morning. I wish I'd do this for several hours. But anyway, I thought, well, since it's hot, I'm going to dress like I'm on the beach, you know. So anyway, we're going to get our stove lit up here. This morning, I'm going to make a breakfast sandwich. Is what I'm going to make. Something easy. I kind of like easy things. So we're going to get started here. Get the stove lit. Push that back up in there. And let's see if our striker works. No, it didn't work yesterday, huh? There we go. We got her lit. Get our skillet over here. Get it on there. Now, told y'all I found these. I didn't even know they existed, really. Never even thought about it. And I do like them. The only thing is, I wish they'd make them so they fit these handles a little bit tighter. They're really loose on there. Kind of, you know, cast iron is not something that you wash a lot, so you know I leave that on there, you know, most of the time, you know, I would. But sometimes you pick that up and that moves around a little bit. So if you get these things, remember that those I'll back that out there just a little bit. I saw that reflection on that metal, I guess. But remember that sometimes them things could move around, so get you a good grip if you decide to get those. And I'm going to try to look around and see if there's not some smaller ones you can get. Because boy, I tell you what, I enjoy those, picking up pot skillets and stuff. All right, we're going to get us some oil in here, and I'm going to do hash browns. So I'm going to put good oil in there. Yeah, it's still burning. Put some oil in there. And I like to put butter in my hash brown grease. I'm going to put just a little bit of butter in there. All right. Okay, let's put that back over here. Guess I need to get you guys situated again so you can see what we're doing, don't I? All right, let's see here. Got our grease good and hot. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit here. All right, put them right there. what we are going to have when we get done is hash browns, fried bologna, and cheese breakfast sandwich. Now I make this with sausage. I make it with ham. But this morning I was kind of hungry for fried bologna. So bologna. How do y'all say it? Bologna. But so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do fried bologna on this. And guys, I tell you what, it makes a good sandwich. I don't know if y'all tried hash browns on a sandwich, but that wind's quit. I'm gonna try to put my bag back on here for my trash. I may have to take it back off. You see, it's still blowing a little bit. Maybe it won't blow too much. Won't that lake look pretty out there? This morning I came up for a windbreak by the pavilion here, hoping that would kind of help that wind, but I don't think it's going to accomplish as much as I thought it was going to accomplish. But go ahead and spray the top of them. Again, I may fix hash browns and stuff different than anybody else. Now, I like my hash browns kind of crispy. I don't know about y'all. I'm sure some of you like them kind of soft, but I like mine kind of crispy. Yesterday, I was making coffee. I was making pancakes. A runner came by and kind of startled me, and like I told y'all before, that kind of knocks me off kilter a little bit. But anyway, as I was getting my flour, I think I told, and I know I did because I watched my video back, I was using all-purpose flour, which you can, but that actually is self-rising flour. You can use all-purpose flour, but you got to add your baking soda and stuff like that. But the recipe we use self-rising flour. Okay, so if y'all happen to have caught that yesterday, that's one of my boo-boos of many that I'm most likely going to make while doing this. But anyway, we're gonna be all right. We'll get it all figured out down the road, won't we? Man, last couple of days, I tell you what, I'm getting lazy because all you do after you eat breakfast and take care of a few things, it's so hot, you lay up all day in that air conditioner watching YouTube videos and stuff, and you don't get anything accomplished. Lord, I already weigh over 100 pounds, a little bit over. Get in there and lay down and get around not doing anything, and you've eat, no way to work it off. I may put on and end up with 101 or better. You never know. So I got to watch that. I'm an outdoors person. I don't know about the rest of you guys. God, I got to be outdoors. Them people who can sit inside all day, man, I can't do it. I got to be out. I don't know. I feel kind of worthless. If I'm not out doing something and I'm just sitting around, I feel worthless. You know, it's kind of like people who work. They have a purpose. But if you're just sitting around, you feel like you don't have a purpose. And I'll spray that down. It takes a lot of oil to do that. So I don't know what these young people are going to do in the future, because they tell me that jobs are going to get kind of short with all this AI stuff. You know, I watch these rich kids that don't have to work, and their little lives are kind of miserable. I'm going to try to give y'all a better look at that. Don't that look good? Woo! Don't that look good right there? That looks good right there. Yeah, their little lives seem to be miserable. I know people think that if you got all the money in the world, you know, you'd be happy. But I'm telling you, I've only met maybe one or two people who I would call wealthy that were happy. And most of those two, not most, but those two, you would have never known that they had a dime in their pocket. You know, they didn't dress it, they didn't act it. But I was always told, the guy who actually has got money, you ain't never gonna know it. He's not gonna be one of these on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, throwing money into crowds and laying it out on the bed and dancing on it and stuff like that. Those guys, they've made them a little bit of money. They've either inherited it or won or something. But those guys ain't gonna keep it. Those type of people, within a very, very short time, are going to be broke again. You know, I read one time, if you took all the money in the world and you split it up between everybody, the same people who are rich now, in a very short time will be rich, and the people who are poor, like us, are going to be poor again. You know, it's all got to do with being able to manage money. If you can't manage $100, you can't manage $10 billion. $10 million. You know, I know it'd be kind of fun to give her a whirl though. You know, 10 million, $100 million. It'd be kind of fun, you know. But I'd hope that I had sense enough not to blow it all. You know. Let's see what the other side looks like. I think our hash browns are just about ready to go. I'm gonna put that cheese on there just like that right there. And I knew that I didn't get that lid. Thought I had everything ready to go. I'm gonna set that on there just for a minute and let that cheese melt. Then we're gonna put that bologna in there and we're gonna fry it up. All right. Then we're gonna toast our bread, and we're gonna have a sandwich, a good sandwich. You know, saw one time, I didn't see, I was there and ate it. One of the restaurants, fast food, had hash browns and burritos. I don't know what it was about. I don't know if they didn't cook their hash browns right or what. I didn't care. I didn't care too much for that, and I would think that hash browns and burritos would be just as good as a. Put that in there. That old piece of bologna in there. Look at her. There ain't nothing better than a good fried bologna sandwich. You know? I'm here to tell you. I'm gonna put that lid over that so it stay warm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice to win a bunch of money? You know, just kind of see what it's like to be rich. But I'd be willing to bet you that most of them wouldn't have long. I watched a TV show here. Oh, it's been several years ago. Had these athletes that made a lot of money and people who had won big jackpots and stuff, and they were all broke. And they talked about what had happened. You know, they had allowed a bunch of people to start hanging around with them, and they paid for everything for them, and you know, and they threw big parties and bought these big old houses and stuff like that. And I realized in taxes and stuff like that, it was going to eat them alive. Before they knew it, they were broke and their friends were all gone. You know, talking about winning something. I also read a deal where these houses, you know, back I hadn't seen it in a while, but they used to give a house away, you know, like $1 million house, $2 million house, you know, California, places like that, and people would win it. The only problem is when they won it, they couldn't afford the taxes and stuff on it, So I ended up never taking possession of it. You know, I think it's like 99% of the people who won those never really actually collected them because they couldn't afford to. All right, I'm gonna turn that down a little bit more, and we're gonna do our toast our bread here right quick. Yeah. Let's see here. See if we can't do that right quick. Get a little bread here toasted. Yeah, we'll toast our bread here just a little bit. Okay. I don't know. That would be just as good on just regular plain bread, but I don't know about it. I like my bread toast, just like my hamburger buns, hot dog buns. I don't know. I just like them toasted a little bit. Well, guys, as you can see, I had a uh, mic malfunction. The little mic went dead on me. I was almost sure that I had checked to make sure it's fully charged, but like everything else, you're going to run into these little snags. So what I did is I clipped a few pictures from the rest of the video to let you know what happened, what took place. Also, if you'll notice, I forgot to do my egg for my sandwich, but I caught on and fixed my egg to add to my sandwich. So we actually had hash browns, egg, cheese, and bologna breakfast sandwich. But we got her through, and hopefully we can get this technical issue worked out for the next go around. But I appreciate you guys watching my videos. If you see something you like, hit like. You want to see some more, hit subscribe. Uh, hit that bell. That way the next time I've got one that comes up, you'll enjoy it. And I appreciate again that you guys take time out of your day to watch these videos. And we'll see you down the road.